Good Monday evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video. And I got a twofer for you guys tonight. So, in this first video, I'm gonna finally give you my thoughts on Argylle. So, this movie released last Friday, and now I get to talk about it. So this is a new action spy thriller that stars the likes of Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, Henry Cavill, Dua Lipa, but she's a very small part, Catherine O'Hara, Bryan Cranston, Samuel L. Jackson, and anybody in between. So this is a very stacked cast. This is the story of Ellie Conway. She is a writer of this series called Argylle. So it is like an action spy thriller book series, and she gets in trouble with like the CIA, I think. I kind of forgot if it was real or not. But she meets this dude on a train that looks like a hippie, and that turns out to be Sam Rockwell's character. So he works in espionage, and he has the task of protecting her from the bad guys. It's a very simple premise, but there is a lot more to this movie than you think. For one, this movie has so many twists, and I'm not going to get into all of them, but you probably have seen the movie by now. It was very easy to predict who the real Agent Argylle was. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. So, yeah. I really did enjoy this film quite a bit, because I really do like Matthew Vaughn's movies. I don't know if I've seen them all, but I've seen a handful of them. Like he did the Kick-Ass movies. He did the Kingsman movies. He also did X-Men First Class. And I really do enjoy all those movies. This one might have been the most creative that he's ever done. Now, don't get me wrong on Kick-Ass. I really do enjoy that franchise. But to actually have a writer turned secret agent is pretty darn clever. So, as the movie progresses, it turns out, and this is some spoiler territory, Ellie Conway was brainwashed, and she is actually one of the best female spies, and she doesn't know about it. So, her real name was Rachel Kyle. R. Kyle. So essentially, Bryan Cranston and Catherine O'Hara are her parents, but they end up being the villains. And she gets all of her memories back, and she stops them from taking over the world. So she has to get like this file of terrorists or something mailed to Samuel L. Jackson to put a stop to them. And of course she does. But you think that Sam Rockwell actually betrays her as well. Turns out he was the good guy all along. It's a lot, but I found this to be a very entertaining movie. Not to mention the last 30 or so minutes is just nonstop action, and I really, really enjoy it. Especially the smoke bomb sequence. They used a certain song that I really loved growing up in the 2000s. And it really hit the nail in the coffin on that sequence. It's a really cool sequence. And then she essentially ice skates on oil and just takes out everybody. Overall, I really did enjoy this movie quite a bit. It can go a little fast, but it's just fun. But to me, this movie is a little bit slow in the beginning, but once everything comes into fruition, it just goes bam, 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 bam. End credits. So, it is a little chaotic for some of you guys, but if you really do like this sort of movie, you'll really enjoy this. So overall, I would give Argylle, I'm sitting at an A. Probably one of the best early movies that we got this year so far. And those are my thoughts on Argylle. Okay. So my next video is going to be my second episode of Film in 94. So stay tuned for that video here in a minute, and I'll go ahead and film it for you guys. But otherwise, that's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in a minute. Adios. Peace.